I remember a moment at the past, thousands of men, thousands of spirit uniting to one. Surabaya in 1945, we did a struggle, struggling for freedom. Well, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, the honorable judges. Good morning, all of the audience. How are you today? I'm very well, thanks. In this occasion, I would like to tell you a nice story. It's talk about the struggle of Bung Tomo and spirit of Surabaya people when facing the threat of Allied forces. Do you want to know the complete story? Okay, please take a seat and always enjoy. Bung Tomo and the Battle of Surabaya. One day, at 25th October 1945, the sky of Surabaya city suddenly became dark because the Allied forces landed in Tanjung Perak port. They were led by Brigadier General Malabi. Finally, we arrived in this place, the place that will make us the richest person in the world. Really, darling? Will become the richest person in the world? Of course, my wife will take the advantage of this place and take their wealth. You are so smart, my husband. Let's start our plans. Of course, darling. Attention to all of my troops. We will colonize Surabaya city. Don't give them a mercy. No longer after that, Malabi's arrival were known by Surabaya people. Later, the news spread through radio broadcast RRI. Bung Tomo heard the arrival of General Malabi from the radio, became furious. Outrageous, I should do something. The independence of the country must be kept, said Bung Tomo. He immediately rushed to invite people, especially young guys, to create a strategy to against the Allied forces. Hey, all the people of Surabaya! Never give up to chase Allied forces from our country. Let's keep our independence and don't be afraid, because God always in our side, said Bung Tomo, encourage the people and to give them spirit. At the following night, they start again the Allied forces. The battle went greatly. The vital object of Surabaya city was taken again. Besides, they could catch to hostage the leader of Allied forces named Malabi. Knowing about that, Sukarno, the president of Indonesia at the time, suddenly came to Surabaya. He commanded the people of Surabaya to stop the battle. But after Sukarno returned back to Jakarta, the battle occurred again. Moreover, after Malabi was killed in front of the international building and was not known who killed him. This situation made the commander of Allied forces was furious and wanted to catch and arrest the people of Surabaya, bringing thousands of troops, artillery and tanks. On November 10th, he gave an ultimatum to Surabaya people. Pay attention for all people in Surabaya. Head out your weapon and be surrender. If you don't want to obey us, we will take you from land, sea and air, and all of you will die. He said. But Surabaya people ignored that ultimatum. Hearing about the ultimatum, Bung Tomo didn't accept about that. he immediately began to burn the spirit of Surabaya factor with his speech. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Merdeka! Hey British troops! As long as the Indonesia bolts, the youth of Indonesia have left blood that can make a piece of white cloth. Red and white, we will never surrender. Comrades, the people of Surabaya, be prepared. The situation is critical. However, let me remind you once more, do not open fire until they fire at us. Let us show them all that we want a freedom. And to us, comrades, we'd rather be devasted and destroyed than have no freedom. Our motto remains, freedom or death. In the end, victory will be ours. Allah is always with the right people. Let us be assured, God will protect us all, comrades. Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Merdeka! Approximately 20,000 Indonesian troops of the newly formed People's Security Army or TKR and over 100 militias and irregular fighters defending the city of Surabaya. Finally, although Indonesia lacked enough ability in using the guns, although lots of victims were fell down, Indonesia succeeded to show the world that all the courage in wanting to get freedom and all the worship to Almighty God are such enough gun to win the battle. One thing that we have to remember, there is no something impossible if we want to struggle to achieve it and get it. Okay, what do you think about my story? It is interesting, isn't it? Thank you for your attention and see you next time. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.